I'm Paisha Thomas, and I'm going to be showing you some insight into the creative process for my manifesto, which is a ceramic sculpture done on a pottery wheel with some alterations using sculpting techniques. And it is accompanied by a written piece, and together they're entitled Let There Be Life. And in this first clip, I'm showing you an example of the creation of the base of this piece. I didn't get to catch myself actually creating this base on camera, but the one that you see in the picture is similar in size and shape. So it shows you that I'm starting here with a thrown vessel, and throwing is the process of throwing a lump of clay on a wheel and allowing it to spin in a counterclockwise direction. And I chose to throw this statue because throwing allows for a more uniform and more congruent building of the model that I was seeking to accomplish here. If you're just joining, hey Tracy, I'm talking about a lot of different things and they relate to each other. So I'm about to finish throwing this cup. I had to walk away from it for a little while because I was working it too much. And that also ties into what I want to talk about a little bit. Hey Tiffany. So I'm going to be creating a manifesto, and you'll hear and learn more about that later. But as I work toward the manifesto, which you can see pieces of in the back, that one right there on the top and that one right there on the bottom will go together. They will become a woman. Hey, what's up, Hot Dab? Long time no see. And so as I work on my manifesto, I'm thinking about all of the components that will go into the manifesto. And and one of the questions that I've been pondering, shout out to Tyiesha Radford Shorts for this opportunity. But one of the questions I've been pondering is why, hey cousin Maria, why is my voice capable of solving this particular problem that I'm going to be working on? So as I had to learn how to throw, like I said, if you're just joining, I had to walk away from this clay. One of the things that I learned here is that you have to touch, hey chef, hey Donna. One of the things that you have to remember when you're throwing is you always have intention when you touch the clay. So never touch it if you don't have intention. And that just speaks a lot to like all of our art that we create. For those of you who are creators, my guess is that you already know what I'm talking about, that you have to know what you're attempting to do before you touch the clay. I think we can learn a lot of lessons from clay. But that's one that sticks with me a lot, that I have to really think about what I'm trying to get the clay to do before I just put my mibbies on it. At this point in the process, you can see where I have attached the base and the middle section, the core of the body, and I have thrown a top part which will become the shoulders and the neck. And then I had to trim away some of the extra clay so that it would fit. And I'm showing you here where the goal is to make everything continue to flow in the same direction as we build upward. And so after I did that trimming, it was time to work toward attaching the neck and shoulders to the core of the body. And to do that, I had to slip and score, a process which is called slip and score, score and slip, where I took a needle tool to make a score pattern, a bunch of hash marks essentially in the top, and underneath the top part that you see me holding here. And then I will do the same thing with the base and the body, which is sitting on the wheel. And after making the hash marks, then what is called slip is applied, which is it's a really a version of the clay that has more water in it, and it kind of acts like a finger paint in a way. And that is done so that as you're adding pieces of clay to the next, it allows it to become one with the former piece of clay, being that they were made in two different movements. So after scoring, I will apply the slip, and then I will attach the top of, which is the neck and shoulders of the Venus, to the bottom. There's music in these sidewalks, history in these streets, the funny way that I walk, riding hidden beats, underneath the shadows, just beyond the light, where is a running water, but you may miss the shine. This story cannot be erased, though they try it every day. Every day. Centuries and seconds coming and they go. It's important now that you know I am here. Here I am here. It's exotic, it's my nature, you see. Sassy is okay for you. My braided hair of mother culture, but lighter shades are still your suit. Tables turning make no difference. What will be, will be. Like it or not, we will still remain. Oh. They may not say. Here's the finished product. I wanted to push some limits, so I decided to make my very first attempt at a sculpture with a face and open eyes. And the eyes are open to indicate a vision and a looking forward. And I decided to use mineral washes, all just minerals that come from the earth. The purple that you see is actually the cobalt blue. And then I dropped a manganese and a copper and an iron glaze. And this is the final product after it came out of the glaze kiln firing.